Travis Stork joins us live this morning with some helpful tips. I hope you were not listening to the previous segment.
Yeah, exactly, because you'll be talking about him on your next episode of The Doctors for sure.
Man.
All I know is I did hear something about the Carolina Reaper, and we did the Carolina Reaper challenge on The Doctors.
Uh-oh.
And I'll tell you, I have never been in more pain in my life.
So, yeah, you heard the right part then, Doctor.
Yes.
You heard all of the good stuff.
Oh, man.
Hey, let's jump into what's happening right now. We are right in the middle of a really dangerous flu season.
Yeah.
What can we do to keep ourselves safe and healthy?
Well, and I'm glad you said dangerous, because a lot of times people blow the flu off as this nuisance, but 30,000+ people a year die from it. This right now is the worst or most widespread year on record since health officials started keeping track 13 years ago. And so simple measures you can take is, obviously, if you think you're coming down with the flu, last thing you want to do is spread it to your coworkers or your family members. And flu, it's an airborne virus, which means if you're coughing into the air, realistically, that virus can be very easily spread from family member to family member. So being very cognizant this time of year, whether you think maybe you're spreading the virus or trying to get it yourself, is washing your hands. Don't touch your eyes, your face. And if you're sick, but obviously I don't want to imply you're so sick that you need to go to the hospital. I'm talking about kind of walking around, still doing okay with the flu, but just make sure and be cognizant that you are very infectious. Well,
it's good that you say that, because a lot of people don't really think about some of the implications that happen. Like, let's say you are, out and about coughing, you cough in your hand, you touch the doorknob, or you work in a space where a lot of people use the same computers, things like that. Those are kind of things that people kind of forget to think about during this time of year, right?
This is true story. I was at the gym the other day, and I was traveling, so went down to the hotel gym to try to be healthy during the flu season, and someone was in there with just the most severe cough. I thought he belonged in the ER, not in the gym, and he's coughing his hands, touching all the equipment. So when you're using, whether it's a doorknob or you're at the gym, you're riding the subway, whatever you're doing, just remember, whoever touched that before you could very well have had the cold or flu.
Yeah.
And so being cognizant of that, not being germaphobe, but being germ aware, can go a long way toward preventing. Obviously, we talk about the importance of vaccinations, but just remember, the flu is not something to mess around with.
Yeah. The other thing coming up this month on this show, you're talking about incredible stories of people that have lost weight. As we know, obesity is a huge problem across the U.S., but you have got some stories about how people have lost a lot of weight without surgery.
You talk about another epidemic. We're doing a series called The United States of Obesity, but putting a positive spin on it, profiling stories of people who've been 500, 600+ pounds, and without surgery have lost 200-300 pounds. And it's really cool to profile their stories, because I'm sitting there listening to their stories in awe. I'm learning things that I want to use in my own life about commitment and dedication. But the most important thing I've learned through all these stories we profiled is that people developed a support network, whether it's a spouse, a friend, a family member. So if you're trying to lose weight, just take one step today, take another step tomorrow, and then have the people around you support you in that journey.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Doctor. You can catch Dr. Travis Stork and his colleagues on The Doctors weekdays on CW 31 at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Dr. Travis Stork, always good to talk to you. Have a great weekend.
Back at you. Take care.
You got it. 8:19 here.